Ever feel like you're trying to crack some secret code when you're on the job hunt?
Yeah. Yeah.
You are so not alone. So today, we are diving deep into RoleCatcher, and they say they can put you back in the driver's seat. They've got everything from like a massive job board aggregator to, get this, AI resume analysis
Wow.
and even career coaching features.
Yeah, you know what's interesting to me? It's how they're tackling this pain point we all feel, right? You just feel lost in this sea of job boards, applications.
Oh, 100%.
RoleCatcher wants to be the one-stop shop, and they're using some pretty cool tech to get it done.
Right. No more like 20 tabs open, copying and pasting like crazy.
Yeah.
So for everyone listening, imagine RoleCatcher is free at its core.
Okay.
Think of it like you've got this super organized techie friend who's like helping you.
You get rid of that initial cost barrier, right? Get people in the door, let them see the value, and then you can be like, hey, you want the premium stuff. It's worth it.
Exactly. So let's jump into their jobs module. One of their big things is how they bring all the job listings to you.
Okay.
It's like they took Indeed, LinkedIn, company websites, all those, and just organized them neatly on your RoleCatcher dashboard.
It really streamlines the whole process. People waste so much time, going from one site to the next.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's overwhelming. RoleCatcher puts it all together, so it's way easier to keep track of your applications and just stay organized.
Totally. But here's where it gets really cool.
Yeah.
They have this browser plugin called RoleCatcher.capture. Okay, so picture this.
Oh.
You're scrolling through LinkedIn, you see a job that you might be interested in, but you're like on the go.
Great.
And instead of like frantically trying to remember it later, you just click the plug-in, bam, saved right to your RoleCatcher job list.
It's such a small detail, but it's brilliant.
I know.
It's that fear of missing out thing that a lot of job seekers have. This is like no more losing track of good leads or dealing with like those messy spreadsheets.
You are reading my mind. And speaking of making things easier, let's talk about their skills analysis feature. This is where they really show off their tech. They take those job descriptions, the ones you just seamlessly captured, by the way, and they analyze them to pinpoint the exact skills employers want.
That is huge. I mean, for someone like our listener, the learner, who loves to understand how things work, this is amazing.
Right.
It's like getting the cheat sheet instead of trying to guess what's going on in the hiring manager's head. Takes all the guesswork out of it, helps you tailor your application to what really matters.
Exactly. No more wondering if you're on the right track. RoleCatcher lays it all out there for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the jobs all organized. We know what skills to highlight. But now what about that dreaded resume?
The resume, the source of so much job-seeking anxiety.
Tell me about it.
But they know that. RoleCatcher knows it. And they have this really good CV and resume builder. You can upload one you've already got or just start fresh.
And this is where, like, the whole beating the algorithm thing comes in, right?
Yeah.
RoleCatcher analyzes your resume based on each job you're interested in.
Yeah, they're basically saying, like, we'll show you how the robots are seeing you.
It's kind of creepy, but also cool.
Totally. But it's more than that. They actually give you advice on which version of your resume has the best shot for each application.
Oh, wow.
No more agonizing over whether you should highlight your volunteer work or that online course you took. RoleCatcher takes the guesswork out of it for you.
That's wild. It's like having a personal resume consultant on call 24/7.
I know.
And if you really want to go all out, they've got this AI tailoring feature you pay for that fine-tunes your resume even more. We'll dive into all the AI stuff a bit later, but even the free version gives you a ton of insight.
It's about putting the power back in the job seeker's hands,
Yeah.
Giving you the tools to be your best self.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But they don't stop at resumes and applications. They've got a whole thing dedicated to interview prep. And this is where things get really, really interesting.
Okay.
So you've used RoleCatcher, you found the perfect job, your resume is like perfectly tailored, it's going to beat all the algorithms. But now you've got to face the music.
Yeah, the interview.
The interview.
Yeah, and that's where RoleCatcher's interview prep module comes in.
Okay.
They've got this database. It's huge. Over 120,000 real interview questions.
120,000. That's like a whole library dedicated to interview questions.
It's massive. And these aren't just random questions either.
Oh, okay.
They're organized by career path, by skill set, even specific companies.
Wow.
So you can practice answering the questions that'll probably come up in your interviews.
That is like next level prep. For someone like our listener, the learner, who like lives for that kind of knowledge, this is amazing.
Totally. And this is where those AI features we were talking about come in again.
Oh, right.
Remember RoleCatcher Copilot AI? With the paid version, you can actually record yourself answering these questions, and then the AI gives you feedback on how you did.
Oh, wow. So it's like having a virtual career coach, like analyzing every single word, your tone, your pauses, everything.
Yep, that's the idea.
Wow.
Now, whether AI can really be as good as a human at that, that's debatable.
Right.
But it's definitely useful for, like, seeing how you come across and finding ways to improve.
Totally. I bet that would be so helpful for someone who gets, like, nervous in interviews.
For sure.
You can practice, figure out your nervous habits, really work on your delivery.
Exactly.
It's like a dress rehearsal before the real thing.
It is, but we've got to remember AI is still just a tool, right?
Yeah,
It can analyze your tone and all that, but it's not going to get all those little things that make us human.
right.
At the end of the day, a good interview is about connecting with the other person and really showing them what you can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's about finding that balance, using the AI insights, but also being your genuine self. Okay, so we've talked about finding jobs, making that perfect resume, even acing the interview, but RoleCatcher doesn't just stop there, does it? They also have stuff for networking and, like, career exploration.
Oh, yeah, they do a lot.
Okay.
And this is another area where they're really smart,
Yeah.
They're focusing on something people forget about, building your network and looking at different career paths.
Which is so important.
So important. Their networking tools are almost like having a mini LinkedIn built right in.
Oh, cool.
You can keep track of your contacts, see when you interacted with them, even let employers find you if you're open to new opportunities.
So instead of just hoping someone stumbles across your profile, you're basically saying, hey, I'm here. I've got the skills you need.
Exactly. It's like flipping the script, putting the power back in your hands.
I like it.
And for someone like our listener, the learner,
Yeah.
who's all about going after what they want, that's huge.
Totally. It opens up a whole new world of connections and possibilities.
Exactly.
And what about if you're feeling a bit lost in your career? Or maybe you're thinking about switching things up.
Oh, yeah.
Does RoleCatcher have something for that? What about this career compass?
They do. So Career Compass basically helps you figure out different career paths, see what skills you might be missing, and even find courses or certifications to boost your resume.
It's like having a roadmap for your career, showing you where you are, where you want to go, and how to get there.
Yeah, like a GPS for your career.
I like it.
And for someone who's all about leveling up, that guidance is super valuable.
It is. Okay, wow, we just covered so much: job hunting, resumes, interview prep, networking, and career exploration. We did. It seems like RoleCatcher does it all, both the free stuff and the paid features.
They really do try.
But here's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
Is it all too good to be true? Is it really the game changer they say it is? So we've really gotten into the nitty-gritty of RoleCatcher, right? This massive job board all in one place, the AI analyzing your resume, the interview prep, that almost feels like you're cheating. But is it really all that? Is it too good to be true? Maybe.
That is the question, isn't it? And for someone like you, like our listener, the learner, it's easy to go down that rabbit hole of possibilities. But you got to remember, the best tool is the one you actually use.
Yeah.
It's got to fit into how you work, right? Make you feel empowered, not overwhelmed.
So true. Like, you can have the best, fanciest tools, but if you don't use them, what's the point? So for someone listening, wanting to, like, step up their job search game, where do they even begin with something like RoleCatcher?
Start with the free version, absolutely. Dive in, play around with those core features we were talking about. See what it's like to have all your applications in one place. See if that skills analysis thing sparks any ideas.
Yeah. Don't get bogged down with all the fancy extras right away. See if you even like the basics.
Exactly. And while you're doing that, pay attention to how it makes you feel.
Oh, interesting.
Does it make you feel more in control, more clear about things, more excited about the job search? Or does it feel like just another thing you have to do?
Because, let's be honest, job hunting can be a lot emotional.
Right? Yeah.
The last thing you need is something that stresses you out even more.
Exactly. Now, if you're loving the free version, awesome, you're ahead of the game. But only then start thinking about those paid AI features.
Speaking of, are those AI features, are they, like, worth it?
I think it depends. What are your goals? What's your budget like? That AI resume thing, that might be huge if you can't seem to get past those automated systems. And that personalized interview feedback, that could be a game changer if you're someone who gets nervous before interview.
Like having a secret weapon,
Yeah.
but it costs money to use.
Exactly. So you got to weigh those benefits, right? But also remember, No tool, even the super fancy AI ones, can guarantee you're going to get your dream job.
So the human element still matters.
100%. Your story, your experiences, how you connect with people, your passion algorithms can't replace that. RoleCatcher can give you a boost, but it's on you to bring your best self.
Okay, so we've gone deep on RoleCatcher, looked at what it can do, talked about the AI, but as always, we want to leave you with something to think about.
Hit me with it.
RoleCatcher, and these kinds of tools, they want to give you all this information
Yeah.
about the job market, about the algorithms, about like the hidden rules. But can information alone get you the job?
Ooh, I like that. It's not just what you know, it's how you use it, how you take that knowledge and your own strengths and experiences and bring them all together.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So as you're out there on your job search journey with all these insights, remember, stay curious, be ready to adapt, and most importantly, be yourself.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Finding the right career path is about finding what works for you.
Exactly. Until next time, everyone, happy job hunting.